And Jared, I'm going to tell you, man, this one has me a little bit excited and very curious. So let me see what you think about this. So there is let's see, how do we describe it? There's a proposed update by the FAA in which you're not just familiar with the FAA and their standards from the drone side, you're also from the small aircraft since you do fly.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So there's a proposed update to Part 108, and I'm somewhat familiar with Part 108. I think you have a little bit of an understanding. You were saying you think it's ag drones.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's for larger drones.
Okay, and look, for any of the listeners, you feel free to correct us, and we'll get you on the show if you can explain this better. But from what we're seeing, about 3 days ago, a news article was released with this update that there's a segment of the 108 that currently you have to get a waiver in order for one operator to operate multiple drones.
Right.
Right now, if there's one pilot on site, then that pilot can only operate one single drone. That's it.
Right. Yes, sir.
All right. So with this, if I'm reading it correctly, with you getting your Part 108, it is no longer an exemption, that it will be organic in that license that you can now operate multiple autonomous drones.
Yeah.
How does this change what we do? I think that's a very important question, because the first thing comes to mind, are you telling me that an experienced pilot show up to a job site and we can launch 3 Lucid Sherpa bots and just unleash on the building and we're in and out? I mean, can you imagine what that looks like?
To an extent, I don't see how it could be fully autonomous, though.
Right.
Unless we had a way to take an image of the building, either with like 3D, and implement it to the drone, and it gives itself an outline. I know Lucid has a lava bot, and it does that. It goes around the surface before it cleans it and outlines everything, and then starts cleaning.
Yeah, and as impressive as that is, we're talking about something totally different when you put something in the air.
Right. Yeah, it's a big difference.
But we did do an autonomous case study for them not too long ago, and it did go pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
But my excitement, I kind of scale it back a little bit, because in this article it's talking about the increase in margins, and now we can look at the possibility of drones as a service. It's becoming more real and more real, and from our standpoint, as drone-based exterior cleaners, we're constantly trying to educate facility managers and property managers about the benefits of a subscription or service-based model, and how it really skews the economics in their favor, while also getting us and the guys, it's guaranteed work. It's filling the schedule.
Exactly.
However, let's play devil's advocate a little bit. The drones that we operate in many ways are basic hexacopters. There are many drones out there like that from that chassis, that standpoint. But how much do you really think it could change the economics of a job? Because yes, you may be able to have multiple drones on site with just one pilot, but you and I both know if you have one drone with what we do, you also have to have one rig,
right?
That's matched to that drone, at least a helper.
Yeah.
So do you think it's realistic to think that the economics may not change so much as far